Last week we had a rental machine delivered. We had 1 day with the machine and a stovepipe that needed to get installed before the rain set in.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to start doing cutouts for the stovepipe that goes through the newly installed painted ceiling we got. So the first thing we did, you guys saw, is that we actually had that box set up. We shot the laser line straight up to the roof. We made our marks. We're going to eventually square all that out and cut that entire thing out. We did that with the laser to make it easier for us. We also traced the floor of that box also. And right now I'm actually going to go ahead and mark center real quick. So center is marked. That's where the stovepipe is actually going to go through the roof. So what's going to happen next is we're going to go ahead and cut everything out up top. Put our dot laser back on this center mark right here, and we'll shoot it up through the roof. It's going to be, I guess, on the OSB portion where it goes to the metal roof. We'll mark dead center. We'll drill a hole out there. So we want to get it on top of that lift outside. We can see the hole. We know we need to make our cut for the penetration for the roof. We pulled out, I can see the peak. We pull out 2 minutes of insulation. It's one piece, easier that way. Once we get this thing lined up and squared up, we're gonna make the hole outside. Once that hole is done, we'll put this thing there. We'll also go ahead and re-insulate from the outside. It might be a little bit easier because this entire space will get taken up with the box. Make the hole a little bit bigger on the outside. The flashing will cover the entire hole up. And we're actually gonna put another piece of fresh metal over top of it so it all just flows down. All right, easy enough. So I think we should just cut this thing, girl. We shot a laser from the floor. We had dead center where the stovepipe's gonna be at. So we shot a laser straight up and it made the dot on the OSB on the other side of the metal. I just ran a screw through there real quick so I can see where it's at. I'm gonna push that back through in there. I should have unscrewed it, I forgot. Now I gotta deal with it. I'm gonna push it back in there. I'm gonna take my 6-inch hole saw, burn a hole through there real quick. And I know it's not gonna fit because I'm going to the hole saw that way. So I need to take a sawzall and cut up and around because this is a 6-inch hole saw, but the pipe's going through the roof that's angled like this. So if I take my hole saw and put it like that, the hole's not big enough. So got my sawzall here too, so I'm gonna cut that around also. Not a big deal.
You fit?
That's my back, obviously. A little too tall, you know?
Should have brought that grease out here for you.
I'll just leave you there, you know.
No, just cutting a hole in the roof while it's raining outside. No big deal.
Well, I mean, we got it for a day, so.
We like to live on the wild side.
It's supposed to start raining at 11 o'clock. It's supposed to start at 7 o'clock and stop by 11 o'clock. Well, I woke up at 5 o'clock, it was raining, so.
Josh the weatherman signing off.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a constellation, right? No, you'd agree.
That's it. Now it's time to put the flashing on real quick.
For ourselves at age 18.
6 inches short. 6 inches short. So we're fighting the light. It's obviously dark now. We got the box up. We didn't record me putting the insulation back in around there. We got that in. We got the blocking done. We put some little extra bit of metal in there. Everything's good. Got the 2 pipes up. It's unfortunate. We're supposed to be 2 feet above the peak. I'm 18 inches, so I'm 6 inches low. I gotta call Lehman's and get an extension and put it on. It's not a big deal for right now. But since all this stuff is done, we're gonna go ahead and put the flashing on, get everything covered back up, and get the roof put back on. So when it does rain tomorrow, then get wet inside the house. So panel, make the whole panel length 4 feet. Edge of panel is right here. So from edge of panel on the right hand side, edge, we cut it at 3 inches from the edge. And then from the 3rd edge over, we will cut it from off the center point, we'll cut it 3 inches also. 15.5 inches down where the top of the square is gonna be.
Get that under the mat.
There you go. Storm collar's on, caps on, we're good. We've got a caulk around here, and that's it. What, you record me? You like?
Yeah.
There, you can pet it.
Oh.
Oh.
Got it. Best
I hate
daddy
it.
ever, right?
Yeah.
Woo, daddy.
beautiful day, so work can wait.
Yep.
You saw earlier this week we got all of the stone up on the fireplace, and we also got the stovepipe out through the roof.
Yes.
So today, that means that we are gonna start filling in all of the gaps in between the stone with some mortar.
Yes, we got a mortar bag. We're gonna kind of like icing the cake, right, Erin?
Yes,
Hopefully.
fill it all in and smooth it all out. All of those gaps that you guys have seen is on purpose. It's the look that we are going for. When we were looking through inspiration pictures for this, we felt like the fireplaces that had all the stone really tight together made it a little bit clunky and heavy, and we wanted to go with something that was a little bit softer.
Yes,
of
we
a look.
spaced them out. We have a lot of mortar in between. It's gonna look good.
Yep. All right, so you ready to get started?
Yep.
All right.
Looks good.
It does.
The look we're going for is taking a lot longer, and it's a lot more tedious and a little harder than we thought it was going to be, right?
Yes, it has taken hours and hours and hours, but it's
The issue is like cleaning up all the edges and getting them in there nice and right. And thank God I have Erin here. I mean, I would go do it. I'm not that type of guy to make that perfect.
It's the one thing I came in on and just so happened to have the skill set.
Yes.
Hidden skill set I didn't even know I had. Who would have known?
You're full of them.
So it looks good. It's exactly what we were wanting this to turn out as. We're not done yet.
No.
We're still working on the top. We're working on the sides. There's a couple of areas that are still too wet for me to like manipulate the mortar.
And I'm just glad, you know why? Because I have a pork shoulder in the smoker. I've been cooking all day. It's at 196 degrees right now. It's getting ready to get coming out. So
Yeah, Josh is living the dream, taking naps, eating
excited.
pulled pork sandwiches. I mean,
I can't wait.
all right.
Let's go. Good fall apart. Alright, so the plan is to take this dolly, pick the entire thing up on the pallet. We're going to walk it around and bring that pallet up and set the pallet down onto the stone. The reason why I want to do it that way is I don't want this thing to get rocked on top of the stone, potentially break the stone and roll it around. So park the pallet here, and we'll take the stove and walk it off into position. and then we gotta shim it up. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah,
You got this?
I think so. It's heavy. It's very heavy.
550 pounds, I think. You look good.
This is exciting. It looks good.
It does. That's your plan?
Yeah.
It's too far.
Okay.
We got the stove on the platform. We shimmed it up with some square washers. I got to come back later on and put non-shrink grout underneath there to hold everything up permanently. Before we start the stovepipe, we're going to put these trim pieces on. These pieces go around the box that comes through the ceiling, and they are fully adjustable. Depending on the pitch of your roof, depends how big this is going to be, so it's adjustable for per the roof.
It looks really good. It's so much more complete with that up there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get the stovepipe in. Alright, so it's in, guys. It looks good. It is double-walled pipe. It's not single-walled pipe. I think for single-walled pipe you need 16 inches of clearance for combustibles from the pipe. With double-walled things at 8 inches, but the closest thing we have to our pipe is 13 inches. So we are in the clear with all that. So we're good to go. You excited?
Yeah. I want to try out all the accessories.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So we are about 98% done with this project now. All we're waiting on is the small extension piece that will push us the required 2 feet above the ridge line.
Yep, and working with layman's has been very easy. I pretty much gave them rough dimensions and rough measurements, and they got all the pipe and everything put together for me, and everything worked out great.
It did. When we got the boxes, we went ahead and just opened everything up, laid it out on the floor, and then like dry fit everything together. And that way, once we went to put it up, it was actually a fairly quick process.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And Layman's also offering 10% off any Vermont bun baker on their website, and they're also offering free drop shipping on stovepipe. Link in the description below.
This has been our dream stove for a long time now.
Yes.
When you guys saw us back in either summer or fall,
It was fall.
when we were building the platform, we knew that this was the stove that we wanted to go with, so we were able to look up the requirements.
All the clearances.
for it.
Yeah, we pretty much built it off the clearances for this stove. We have all the clearances around the stove. We have all the clearances around the stovepipe. It's double-walled stovepipe. Everything is safe. We got smoke detectors going in everywhere. They're actually carbon monoxide / smoke detectors, so 2-in-1. So everything is good to go.
Everything's coming together.
It is.
It's bright in here, and it's a mix of the rustic and the modern with the stone and the stovepipe. It's got a bit of an industrial look. Then we've got the beams and the white that just brightens everything up. So it's neat. I mean, it's actually coming together.
Yeah, I mean,
It's working out.
it is working out. I know doing the mortar between all the stone was a little bit tougher than we thought it was going to be. And more time consuming too.
It was very tedious, and we used a lot of different strategies that I don't know if it's necessarily the proper way to do it. I mean, we had a paintbrush in there for a while that we were using that was just a wetted paintbrush. We were using a sponge, all different kinds of stuff just to get it to look the way that we wanted. And it definitely did. It took a long time.
Did. All
But
right.
it worked out.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
What else you got?
that's it. You know what I got next is a new project.
Alrighty. All right, guys.
Thanks
See-
for watching.
yep.
We'll see you next
See you
time.
next time.